Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the Iconoclasts. I'm Rose. Please take a pamphlet.
I don't like you
In
already.
it, you'll find everything you need to know about Graham, his Philosophist truths, and the Iconoclast way. He wrote it himself, you know.
Cool.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting we're out of pamphlets. Gosh, blast it.
Dang, and I wanted a pamphlet. Who are you guys?
Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems.
No problems, huh? What about the Rapidons? Or the Marauders?
Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal with them as they come. You're welcome to stay with us, so long as you can earn your keep.
Okay, but I got it. Hey, before I go, I'm looking for a Tucker. Have you seen him?
The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teachings very quickly. Last I saw him, he was headed into one of the buildings up the hill.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to go talk to him.
Philosophists.
Yeah, they're strange. They kind of remind me of, like, the children of Adam. They're kind of brainwashed. You guys are chill, though. No, as long as no one's gonna try and fight me.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger?
Yeah, I figured it wasn't a kid. Captain Bella, because I wasn't given the option to put a last name in.
Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world?
Nope, your mom sent me.
I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision.
She made it seem like you were in danger and asked me to rescue you.
According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. I'm 42 years old, but she still sees me as a little boy in need of her protection. I won't stand for it, I tell you.
I don't blame you. So what do you want to do about it? She'll just keep sending people to look for you. I'd love to intimidate him or persuade him, but honestly, I'm on his side right now.
Stars, I don't know. My mama's a stubborn woman. She won't quit until I'm dead. You know, that might just work.
Yeah?
You go back and tell her you found my body beside the road, all mangled and tore up. If she believes me dead, she won't look for me no more.
I mean, you want to fake your own death to avoid talking to your mother.
I know it sounds extreme, but I can't go back. I just can't. This is the only way I can think of to be free.
I mean, you're 42. At this point, it's only fair that you're not living under your mom's rule. That she's kind of crazy. I don't care to do that about doing it to Agnes. I just met her briefly and she already got on my nerves, so I'm gonna need some proof that it was your body I found.
Oh, right. I guess you could take my daddy's ring. I've worn it ever since he died. Mama would recognize it right away. You take this back to Stellar Bay. Tell my mama I died and you found that on my body. I know it'll be hard on her, but it's the only way.
Yeah, honestly, I would much rather him be out and free than living under his mother's rule at the age of 42.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste
Gotta
like
let the
sulfur all
dude
the
live a little.
This is the simple truth.
Actually, I
We
want
are
to check out this
all
place first.
molecular machines. The body is a collection of atoms. The mind is a consequence of chemical reactions. Therefore, our lives are predestined along a path that is only visible in retrospect. Life is fated and unstoppable.
I'll
Okay.
hand it to you, Max. You make my old med school lectures seem interesting.
Yeah, he's, This is not how I want to greet you. 40-year-old virgin. Yeah, pretty much.
Hope Zora sends me up next.
Ooh, what's this? This copy of Descendant Hunter, the hero braves the dangerous hellhole that is Monarch. Numerous edits are scratched into the text, and a number of the villainous dissidents have had mustaches and hats drawn onto them. So, they did do an update where they increased the text size. The problem is they increased it for only the dialogue. So any kind of pages that I'm reading, I can't actually see very well from my TV, which is like, I'd say 2 meters away from me. So creepy. Like, I can appreciate the work they put into the loading screens, but man, are some of these creatures creepy. Okay, let's go all the way back and tell Agnes that her boy is dead. Instead of telling her that he ran away to join a group of you could probably call them marauders at this point. But a group of people that are a little wrong in the head. Just want to cut through some of this. As pretty as it is, there is a lot of running. Because it's a very big open world. I guess maybe I'm supposed to go this way? No, okay. The only downside of cutting through is I end up losing track of which way I'm supposed to go. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I feel a lot of BioShock Infinite. Definitely with the looting system and the combat system. Honestly, it just genuinely feels like BioShock in the best kind of way. Like, honestly, if they could get Obsidian to work on the next BioShock game, I would be down for it. Oh, what's this? Okay. Well, that was the first time that's ever happened. There are some bugs and issues, so I'm not too
Reminds me of
surprised.
the crew cabin on one of my first ships.
The trick is not to breathe through your nose.
I'm not too surprised, but honestly, even with some of the glitches, it's still an amazing game. Okay, well, let's go make Agnes cry.
Oh, you're back. Please tell me you found my baby boy. Where is he? Where's my little Tucker?
Tucker wanted me to tell you that he died. I'm gonna have to play through this again and pick all of the dumb options. Cause oh man, is there a lot. Okay, yeah, sorry, but Tucker's dead.
No, that can't be true. Not my little boy, not my baby. Wait, are you sure it wasn't someone else? Maybe my little boy's all right. How could you know it was him?
I found this ring on his body.
That's Tucker's ring. His daddy gave it to him and he never took it off since. How did you... No, no, it can't be. He's not dead. Not my child. Not my sweet Tucker. I promise I always look out for him. Take the money. Just please leave me to grieve.
I mean, you could actually keep your money, honestly. I feel kind of horrible. But at the same time, I don't. I'll definitely try check it out your streams. I can't guarantee I'm gonna be able to because honestly I barely watch anybody on Twitch. Oh great, now. Okay, sorry, I'm using the new dashboard and it's a little all over the place. I'm still getting used to it. But yeah, so feel bad about Agnes. Kinda just broke her heart. Whoops. Okay, so I'm supposed to be talking to Naoka. But before I do that, I'm gonna go find a casserole for my darling Parvati's date. Help, someone's been killed.
Help!
Where?
Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick.
Are you alright?
No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth.
Well, that's
If you're going
disgusting.
into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Where's the apartments? I want to go to the lower one on the right. Lower one on the right?
What a gruesome way to die.
Damn.
Not much I can do for this guy.
Yup, he dead. Oh no, he didn't even get to eat his cereal. So, we stumbled upon yet another quest that I think I want to follow because I'm curious what happened. Because that's pretty gruesome. Wait, it might be paint. Well, that splatter looks weird. Well, time to play detective. Let's find out what happened, guys. Several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into the suitcase. Okay, so someone was running. Oh no, did he owe debt? Oop. I'm not stealing his stuff. Stop telling me to steal his stuff. This betting slip has some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonist. It's from the left field tossball betting. Ah. He couldn't pay on his bet, so someone came to off him. This is why you don't bet, kids. If you're gonna gamble, make sure it's only in video games where it's safe and that you won't die to it.
If Velma's capable of
Nope.
running a warehouse,
Oop,
she can
excuse me, ma'am. I need to go bet all of my money. So,
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths.
I know nothing. Who has time to watch grown men and women hit balls with sticks? Honestly, I hate sports, so let's just not here to chat.
That's a shame. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway.
Yeah, I'm just
So, what can I do for you?
not a sports person. I found this bed and slip in a dead man's apartment. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
And a real gambling problem. So, what does his teeth have to do with anything? Okay, keep talking.
Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
That makes sense. So, who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Probably. So, thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Yeah, but I'm not part of the town, so let's go beat up some bullies.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
Nope, Velma's cool. Everyone is cranky, thank you.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Packing tuna.
Think they're watching.
So, Vicky. Can I call you Vicky?
Absolutely fucking not.
For a vicar, you sure curse an awful fucking lot.
Look who's talking.
I'm not a fucking priest.
And thank the architect for that.
Man, dialogue between these two are so fun.
Who
So.
the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Nope, but I may have a problem with you guys.
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
That's gross. In that case, I should get going. Okay, talk to me about Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
I'm making it my business.
Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly?
You've bullied people long enough. If you know what's good for you, you'll clear out and never come back.
Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
I mean, I could still shoot you in the back. Nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna shoot her. Or shoot him. But I definitely should update people.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Okay, so I was supposed to talk to you like good 20 minutes ago. Let's chat.
Well, new business turns up at last.
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
That's... No, you have a meeting with me. No, that's very generous of you.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
Neither. I'm by myself. Me? I'm charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway.
I'll get there eventually.
Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
No, I'm sorry. If I have to eat one more weird science project passed off as food in this sprat-fucked colony, I'm gonna stab someone. Afraid not.
Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this.
I'd be down for some
I
whiskey.
had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
If you're free of other corporations, why would you want to bring them back?
Surviving alone isn't as easy as it looks. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
And you're tired of scrounging and scraping by, that is? Or is that
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
What?
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
So, what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. Allow me to express my thanks at your confidence and assure you that my plan is indeed sufficiently complicated.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Might not be a bad idea. This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Okay, how do you mean to do that? I don't want to get too pushy.
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
That is pretty smart. So where do I find one?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Of course it is. Oh, my perception's not hard enough. I'll see what I can... I'll go get it.
Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there.
I'm not concerned.
And while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
That's probably smart, yeah. Before I go, I need to tell you about another quest that I already did.
What can I do for you?
Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
It was Elijah and his hooligans. I ran them out of town.
I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them. Eventually.
Of course you would have.
Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Okay, I met Grim, the landing pad guard.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a great job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Do I have anything else? I'm looking for an information broker.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate.
Okay, how do I get there?
You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek. But if you insist on going, I'd recommend taking a local guide. Nyoka would be a prime candidate.
If you can keep her sober.
Girl after my own heart. Okay, I think I'm good. I think that's all the information I need. I don't need to go into your office.
Max, you're always going on about destiny. What did your mother do?
If you must know, my late mother was a laborer, Dr. Finhill.
And your father?
The same.
And you ended up a preacher how?
The universe works in mysterious ways. Where there is a deficit, it seeks to provide an abundance. Say a church is attacked by marauders and sustains casualties. The replacement clergy must arise from somewhere.
I mean, that's a pretty fitting answer. Okay, so... I'm gonna go do this because this is probably gonna be good for my character, and I'm doing a great job at avoiding the main quest. So far I'm doing relatively positive for everybody. The board and I have a bit of an issue, but that's no big deal. So let's go get the bolt and wipe the data.